Welcome back. Well, before the age of smartphones, telephone booths reigned supreme. But outside of nostalgic British photography and Doctor Who episodes, most phone booths have fallen into disuse and out of fashion. But one booth in downtown Flagstaff is starting a new life and creating quite a buzz. Corderro McMurry has more.
It's a sight many haven't seen since the late 90s, but in this mountain town, one artist is making a telephone booth a staple for visitors in historic downtown Flagstaff. But there's a twist.
Good morning, America. Let us first begin by introducing a topic that'll make your head spin.
Instead of dialing a loved one or friend, step inside the local TelePoem Booth, where you are transported through the power of language and emotion. The booth features 220 poems from 80 poets from around the country. And in just over a week, more than 1,200 poems have already been heard. Elizabeth Hellstern is the artist behind the project. She says this small 3x3 box is where the metaphoric universe of poetry meets the tangible world.
Poetry is very meaningful, but sometimes inaccessible. If the listener has to work through touch and through dialing to access the poem, I think that opens up doors within themselves that helps them access the meaning.
People of all ages are taking the time to dial up a love for the art.
Hearing a story like that really digs into you when you listen to it, and then you can imagine it.
It was a moment to be stopped with language. I think that we see language all the time, but we're always distracted. So walking into a booth and dialing into language and then having nowhere to go but to stop and listen makes you really reflect on what you're hearing, what you're thinking.
And for those on the other end of the line, the poets whose voices you hear,
it just really, it's exciting more than anything for me, because this is like the weirdest thing that I've ever done. It's the most unusual thing. It's another way for people to be able to kind of listen and kind of really hear the words that they're listening to, and be able to make it relevant and connect it to their own lives.
And for Hellstern, after 6 long months of hard work and about $50,000 in expenses, this labor of love is finally coming full circle.
Sometimes we forget to celebrate. We just feel like, oh, phew, it's done. But it really does feel like a lot of people helped me get here, and I'm really pleasantly surprised with how it turned out so well.
And it's all just a phone call away. Corderro McMurry, NAZTODAY.
Thanks for that, Corderro. A GoFundMe page has been started to raise funds for a second booth. We'll have a link to that on our website, naztoday.com.